You're probably spending way too much money every month on ElevenLabs when you could get the same voice quality for way less money. I've been making content for years, and what I found out about voice generation costs really surprised me. A lot of creators keep paying high prices for something they could easily get for much less, and today I'm going to show you how to finally stop doing that. There's a platform called GenAI Pro that gives you access to the same ElevenLabs voices and more, but for significantly less money. And I'm not talking about a knockoff with robotic voices. I'm talking about high quality AI voices that sound so realistic you won't be able to tell if it's actually a human speaking or not. To follow along, I'll leave a link for GenAI Pro in the description below. Let me show you the math that'll make your wallet thank you, because when I first discovered this, I couldn't believe it was real. ElevenLabs Creator Plan costs $22 per month and gives you 100,000 credits. Now, that might sound like a lot, but let me break down what that actually means. A typical YouTube video script runs about 150 to 200 words per minute. That translates to roughly 800 to 1,000 characters per minute of spoken content. So those 100,000 credits translate to around 100 minutes of audio per month. If you're running a faceless YouTube channel, a podcast, or creating any kind of regular content, you'll burn through those credits faster than you can keep up with your schedule. I learned this the hard way when I was first starting out. I'd plan out my content for the month, generate a few videos, and before I knew it, I was already hitting my limit by week 2. Now here's where GenAI Pro changes everything. Their 11 million credit package costs $31, but the crazy part is, those 11 million credits give you over 11,000 minutes of audio generation. To compare the two, ElevenLabs gives you 100 minutes for $22, and GenAI Pro gives you 11,000 minutes for $31. That's 110 times more audio for just $9 more. To put that into perspective, a 30-minute video script around 30,000 characters costs about $6.60 with ElevenLabs. The same thing on GenAI Pro costs roughly 3 cents. If you're creating one 10-minute video per day, you'd spend about $66 a month on ElevenLabs, but with GenAI Pro, it'd cost you under 30 cents. The difference is so absurd, I had to run the numbers twice before I believed it myself. But you're probably thinking what I thought when I first found out about this. Cheaper usually means worse quality, right? That's exactly why I spent weeks testing both platforms side by side, generating hundreds of voice samples and comparing them across different languages, accents, and speaking styles. I wanted to make sure I wasn't recommending something that would make your content sound cheap or robotic. So I generated the exact same script on both platforms using similar voice models. I'm going to play 2 clips and I want you to guess which one is ElevenLabs and which one is GenAI Pro. Listen carefully to them.
Welcome to the future of AI voice generation. This technology makes it possible for anyone to create professional quality audio without expensive equipment or voice actors.
Now here's the second clip.
Welcome to the future of AI voice generation. This technology makes it possible for anyone to create professional quality audio without expensive equipment or voice actors.
But I'm pretty sure most of you won't be able to tell the difference. And that's exactly the point. GenAI Pro isn't cheaper because it's lower quality. It's just built on a more affordable system that keeps costs way down while still giving you the same level of voice quality. Now let me walk you through exactly how to use GenAI Pro so you can start saving money immediately. And I'm going to show you every single step, including some features that most people don't even know exist. First, like I mentioned, use the link in the description to head to the website. When you land on the homepage, you'll see a clean interface with several service options. Look for the sign up button in the top right corner and click that to create your account. The registration process is straightforward. You'll need to provide an email and create a password. Once you've verified your account, you'll be taken to the main dashboard. Here's something cool. GenAI Pro gives you 10,000 free credits just for signing up. That's enough to test the platform and generate several minutes of audio before you spend a single dollar. Now click on the Voice AI credits section. You'll see 5 package options, and this is where you need to pay attention because choosing the right package makes a huge difference in your cost per credit. The 1 million credit package costs $7. The 3 million credit package, $15. The 11 million credit package, which is the most popular one, costs $31. Finally, there's a 50 million credit package for $139. The 11 million credit package gives you the best value per credit and is valid for 30 days. The 50 million credit package is valid for 180 days. So if you're planning to use this long term, that might be worth considering. But let's stick with the 11 million package for now. After purchasing your credits, you'll see your credit balance updated in your dashboard. Now, navigate to the lab section. This is where the actual voice generation happens. You'll see a large text input field where you can paste your script. And the best part is there's no character limit. As long as you have enough credits, you can generate audio of any length. Compare that to ElevenLabs, where you're constantly watching your character count. You can either type directly into the field or upload your files. Below the text field, you'll see language selection. GenAI Pro supports dozens of languages, including English, Vietnamese, Chinese, and many others. For For this tutorial, we'll select English. Next comes voice selection, and this is where you'll want to spend some time because the quality of voices available is genuinely impressive. Click on any voice option to hear a preview.
If you really think you're alone at night, hiding under the covers, I can assure you, you're very much mistaken.
Take your time here and listen to multiple voices.
It wasn't the storm that changed her. It was the quiet afterward, the stillness.
Jackson not only sounds great, he also communicates with feeling and intelligence.
And if you find a voice you like, click the heart icon to add it to your favorites. Now here's something really cool that most people don't know about. You can actually go to the ElevenLabs website, browse through their voice library, find a specific voice you like, and then copy that voice ID and paste it directly into Gen AI Pro to use that exact same voice. Let me show you how this works. I'll grab this voice called Daniel from ElevenLabs.
The world is round, and the place, which may seem like the end, may also be the beginning.
Copy his voice ID, paste it into Gen AI Pro, and generate a quick test.
This is a test of the Voice ID feature.
Perfect, the exact same ElevenLabs voice, but at a fraction of the cost. You'll also notice there's a filtering section where you can narrow down voices by different categories like gender, age, accent, and language. This makes it much easier to find exactly what you're looking for instead of scrolling through hundreds of options. For this tutorial, I'm picking a voice that sounds good for educational videos. I'll scroll through the list and listen to a few samples.
The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches, and then moves on.
This one sounds clear and professional, which I like. Let me try another one.
Sometimes it's the quiet moments that say the most. A single breath between words can turn a story into something you feel, not just hear.
This one has a warmer tone, and I think it fits better for explaining technical stuff, so I'll choose this. I'll click favorite so I can find it easily later, and then select it for this demo. Now let's talk about the voice setting, where you can make all the changes you want to control exactly how your audio will sound. First, you'll see the model selection. I recommend using the 11 Multilingual V2 model for the highest quality, though you can also choose the 11/V 2.5 model if you want faster processing. Next, you can adjust the speed. This controls how fast or slow the voice speaks. I usually keep this around the default setting, but you can experiment based on your content type. You'll also see the stability setting, which controls how steady the voice sounds. If you set it higher, the voice will sound more calm, but if you set it lower, it will sound more natural and expressive, although it might change a bit each time you generate it. I usually keep it around 40 to 50% for a nice balance. There's also the similarity setting, which affects how clear the voice sounds and how closely it matches the original tone. The higher you set it, the more accurate it sounds, so I usually keep it around 70%. Finally, there's the style exaggeration setting, which changes how expressive the voice sounds. The higher you set it, the more emotion and energy you'll hear, but it can also make the voice a bit less steady. It's usually set to 0 by default, and I'd suggest keeping it low unless you really want a more dramatic tone. When you're ready, click the create button and wait for it to generate your audio. Processing time varies based on length and current server load. For shorter scripts under 1,000 characters, it usually takes 30 to 60 seconds. Longer scripts might take 2 to 3 minutes, but that's still faster than most other tools, and definitely faster than hiring a voice actor and waiting for them to deliver. Once the audio is done processing, you can play it right in your browser.
Welcome to the future of AI voice generation. This technology makes it possible for anyone to create professional quality audio without expensive equipment or voice actors.
The player shows the full waveform, so you can jump to any part to check the quality.
This technology makes it possible for any of AI voice generation for anyone to create professional quality audio without.
This is especially useful for longer recording. If you like how it sounds, just click download to get your MP3. The audio quality is really good, 44.1 kHz, which is standard for broadcast. You can also rename the file right in the interface, which is helpful for organizing multiple audio files. There's also a recreate option if you want to generate the same text again with slightly different settings in case you want to try a different voice or adjust the speed. Keep in mind that generated files are stored on the platform for 24 hours. After that, they're automatically deleted to save server space. So make sure to download anything you want to keep. Another feature that makes Gen AI Pro stand out is voice cloning. But before I show you that, I need to introduce you to another section of the platform. Gen AI Pro actually gives you access to multiple voice generation tools. We've been using the ElevenLabs section, but there's also Minimax, which works similarly, but has some unique features that ElevenLabs doesn't offer. The most powerful of these features, like I mentioned, is voice cloning. If you have a voice sample you like, whether it's your own voice, a client's voice, or any other audio, you can upload it and Gen AI Pro will create an AI version that you can use indefinitely. This is honestly one of my favorite features. It opens up so many possibilities, and it's only available in the Minimax section. Click on the voice cloning section. You'll see an upload area where you can drag and drop your audio file. The minimum length is 10 seconds and the maximum is 300 seconds. Here's a pro tip I learned. Longer samples create more accurate clones, but even a 30-second sample can produce surprisingly good results. If your audio sample has background noise, there's a noise reduction option. However, if your original audio is clean, I recommend leaving this off because it can sometimes affect how natural your voice will sound. You'll need to provide a name for your clone voice and select the language. Then there's a sample text field. This is what the AI voice will say as a demonstration once the cloning is complete. Click clone voice and wait for the processing to complete. This usually takes 2 to 3 minutes depending on the length of your sample. The system can create up to 30 voice clones per account, which gives you a lot of variety for different projects. Once your voice is cloned, it appears in your voice library alongside the pre-made voices, and you can use it exactly the same way. Hello, I'm delighted to assist you with our voice services. Choose a voice that resonates with you, and let's begin our creative audio journey together. So now you know how to get professional quality AI voices for significantly less than what you're probably paying right now. With GenAI Pro's 11 million credit package, at $31, you can generate massive amounts of audio content, while ElevenLabs' $22 plan gives you way less minutes for content. GenAI Pro gives you enough credits to make content for multiple YouTube channels, podcasts, or handle any voice project you can imagine. The difference is so big that this single switch could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars per year if you're creating content regularly. If you want to start generating cheaper audio like this yourself, click the link in the description to head over to GenAI Pro, and I'll see you in the next one.